Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the show. It's the Gunatokes, and it is the player ratings show from the Arsenal versus Brentford game last night. Ended in a 2-0 victory for Arsenal. That's exactly what I predicted, and it was a tough game, but we got the victory. 3 points, that's all that matters. 5 points clear at the top of the league. Chelsea lost. Bad loss for them against Leeds, 3-1. That's what you get for mouthing off and just thinking and talking about Arsenal ever since the game. Move on, people. You only got a draw and now you've lost to Leeds. And then Liverpool as well, dropping points at home. They're still trying to figure things out. What's going to happen with Slot? Probably do a little show later about that, as well as my match preview. But before I get into the player ratings, you know what to do. Like, share, subscribe. Hit 50 subs, people. That's big. For me, that's a flipping great result. So help me keep growing as a channel. And yeah, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, people. But let's get into the player ratings for the game yesterday. A lot of good performances, I thought. Some couple of average performances and a couple of outstanding ones, really. So let's start from Raya. For me, had a really solid game, really important save at a crucial time. Really, that was one of the only saves he really had to make in the game. And for me, Raya gets an 8 because it was such a crucial save at a crucial time and helped us to go on and win the game. And he was assured, as he always is, on the ball. So for me, Raya definitely gets an 8. In terms of the defense, let's start with Calafiori. Calafiori had a really solid game for me. Really helped out in defense, supported in attack when he could. For me, he gets a 7. Solid all-round display, better than average, I thought, and kept a clean sheet. So for me, if you keep a clean sheet as a defender, that gives you an extra point or 2. And yeah, like I said, he was getting involved in things throughout the whole game. And you know what Calafiori does, supporting in midfield and even getting up into attack if he can. So for me, definite 7. Also 7 for Nkapie, clean sheet. He lost his defensive partner in the, first half, and he's only just come into the team. So for him to keep a clean sheet, he's really aggressive. I like the way he plays. He doesn't take any nonsense. He's a leader, and he's going to need to be, because we lost Christian Mosquera, who for me gets a 6 because he just wasn't on for that long. But when he was on, he did really great. He's looking solid, and he's developed already a good partnership with Nkapie, so it's a shame that that's going to get broken up. We don't know how serious it is. Probably he's not going to be available for the Villa game, but I'll do a prediction later in terms of the starting lineup, and we'll see, what I think then. At right back, Ben White. What a performance from him. He looks back to his best. He's been out for a long time. We all know how he built up that relationship with Saka, and that move he did with Madueke for the cross for Merino was phenomenal. That's the kind of link up he used to do with Saka, so good to see him getting back to his best. He's going to be super important now that we've had so many injuries in defense and it's such a busy time of year. So for me, Ben White gets an 8. Great performance, Ben White. Excellent stuff. In midfield, Rice for me gets a 7. He was, again, everywhere on the pitch. He got a little bit tired towards the end of the game, but he was trying to help dominate. I think him and Zubi, both of them are going to get 7s. Nice work in midfield. Not their best game, but a really good, solid performance against a tricky Brentford side who were not easing up at all. They kept pushing and pushing for the whole game, and it was important that we didn't get caught out in transition too much. And Rice and Zubimendi, for me, both of them had good games. Ødegaard, for me, gets a 6. He's just getting back into form and fitness. His passes were a little bit off. I think sometimes he tries to force it a little bit, especially because he's been out for so long. He's the captain. He feels like he sometimes needs to do that little bit more, and sometimes he just needs to calm down, keep it a little bit simpler, and then let the game flow through him. So for me, Ødegaard gets 6. Up in attack, on the left, Martinelli, again, wasn't really able to get into the game. If he's not on it and if we're not stretching the team, it's quite easy for them to mark him out of the game. So for me, Martinelli gets a 6, just a kind of standard average performance, really. Madueke, for me, had a good game. He gets 7. That pre-assist he did for the goal, for Merino's goal, was really fantastic. And he was a constant threat. He was constantly getting into the box. I think he had the most touches in the box of any Arsenal player. The only thing that was missing from him was the end product, really. But he was causing trouble. He's a chaos merchant. I've said it before. I like to see him in the side. I like to see him just creating confusion in the other team. So Madueke, good performance. 7, just needs to get a little bit more clinical with his end product, and he's going to be a really important player leading into this festive period. Which leaves us Merino. Mikel Merino. This guy just can't stop scoring. Another nutted header in, eh? I love when he scores a header like that. Brilliant, brilliant role from him today in the team. He was everywhere. He was in defense. He was in midfield. He was in attack. Covered every blade of grass. And for me, Merino gets an 8. For me, Merino was the man of the match. Ben White, I think, got the official man of the match award. But for me, Merino was everywhere. And he got not only a goal, but he got the assist for Saka as well. So, great performance from him. In terms of the subs that came on, Timber came on solid in defense. Didn't really put a foot wrong. For me, he gets a 6, you know, stepping in and supporting Nketiah and moving into that centre-half role. He's done it before with the Dutch national team, so it's not a surprise to see him getting into that role. But, yeah, I'm glad that he's able to step in when we really, really need him. Who else came on? Saka came on as well. He got a goal, so for me, Saka gets a 7 for getting the goal, for coming on and putting the game to bed. He's really been going at players when he's coming on, so that was great to see. So the final ratings in terms of the first team, there we are. Raya 8, Ben White 8, Mosquera 6 with that injury coming off. Timber coming on also gets a 6. Nketiah 7, Calafiori 7, Rice and Zubi both 7s in midfield. A 6 for Ødegaard as well. 6 for Martinelli, not his best game, wasn't really able to impose himself as I know he can. Madueke got a 7, like I said, really good interplay from him for that first goal and constantly a threat. You know, against Brentford, they had to keep an eye on him while he was on. He was replaced by Saka. Saka comes on and Saka finally gets the clinching goal. So Saka also 7 for me, and Merino an 8. Wow, what a player, what a guy. Gyökeres came on, didn't really have much time to get into the game, so for him, just a standard 6, I suppose. And so that's my player ratings for the game against Brentford. In terms of the manager, Mikel Arteta, for me, Arteta gets an 8. It was a tough game to manage, especially with the, you know, Mosquera injury and having to reshuffle the defense and make sure that everybody knows what they're doing, where they need to be. And we managed to keep a clean sheet, 3 points. So fair play, Arteta. 8 points for Arteta in terms of his rating. And overall, a good win. Moving on to the next game, we've got Villa on Saturday. Tough team. You know, they won 4-3, dramatic win. That's going to give them a lot of energy moving into that game. It's a quick turnaround for the Saturday game, you know. There's not a lot of time to rest. We're the early game on Saturday. The only good thing is us and Villa both have the exact same recovery time, so it'll be interesting to see who starts from both teams. I'm going to do my predicted lineup later and have a look at see who's coming back from injury, maybe. But, you know, if you ask me, I don't think many people are going to come back before Saturday. So check out that video later, all right? And don't forget to like, share, subscribe. Thanks for being here with me. Have a great day, people. I'll check you later. Peace. Bye.